Dear reader, I'm Tony and this is Book Text. I have hauled some books, both shopping and checking out from the university library, so I'm going to share those with you today. But first, our word of the day is the word hendecad. This is a noun. It was used in Old English, but also in the 18th century was used a lot. But obviously now it's kind of fallen out of use, but it refers to a group or series of 11 things, as in a stretch of 11 years would be called an hendecad. So hopefully you've had a good hendecad, past hendecad, I don't know. I haven't quite figured out why I would use that, unless I collect 11 things. I have been looking at books, but I have been very good about not buying too many books. Hence, I have checked some out from the library at the university where I teach, because I need to take advantage of the 6-month faculty checkouts that I am allowed. 6 months to read a book is amazing. That's primarily for research purposes. Often faculty members have to hold on to books for a long time in order to complete their research, write about something, etc. But it also applies to the books that we check out for fun, for some reason. So I'm enjoying that kind of freedom, but I need to take more advantage of that when, I need to tighten the belt a little bit. So I have checked out a few books. These books are nothing to look at because they are old-timey library editions. So they don't have really like cover art or anything like that. So I checked out, look at this beautiful edition of Dr. Thorne by Anthony Trollope. That's basically the only identifying marks that you might find on this. So Dr. Thorne is going to be the next in the Barsetshire series by Anthony Trollope that I need to read. The series is a Victorian series about a particular kind of fictional county, the goings-on, the marriages, the relationships, the politics. It's really fun. I blew through the last one, and so I'm very excited to read another kind of chunky installment in this series. This one's over 500 pages long. I also checked out Truth is Not Sober by Winifred Holtby. So Winifred Holtby is one of my newest favorite authors, and this is a 1930s short story collection by her. I have not read any of her short stories, but I was so pleased to see that the library, of course, because people do a lot of research, there is a lot of old literature that you might be a little bit more obscure. So this one is from 1934, and it's divided into 4 parts that I thought were kind of interesting: satiric, exotic, bucolic, and domestic. So I will tell you more about this when I figure out when to read it. Then I checked out The Hand of Ethelberta by Hardy. The spine is nothing to look at either. But this is going to be the next read for my reading through Thomas Hardy books in 2021. So I couldn't find a copy of it anywhere else unless I had to buy it. So I'm pleased that the library had this. And of course, this one is subtitled A Comedy in Chapters. More to come when I film my April TBR, because I'm going to be reading it next month. Then I purchased some books, but only 3. I'm so pleased with myself. One was because I finished a book that came before this book, and it ended on a super twist. So I have to keep reading. So the book that I bought is Victory's Price, a Star Wars novel from the series called Alphabet Squadron by Alexander Freed. So I've been reading this series for my reading more space operas in 2021 goal. And it follows a troubled squadron in the New Republic. So they used to be the rebels, now they're the New Republic, shortly after the downfall of the Empire, which we see in Return of the Jedi. So I've been loving this series, and as I said, the last book ended on a twist, and I need to start reading this one right away. It's also been a long time since I've bought a book brand new, full price. and that was hard. I had a gift card even, and it was still hard to part with that much money for only one book. A used book that I found is from the New York Review book collection, NYRB, The Long Ships by Frans G. Bengtsson. And this is a Swedish novel from 1954. But it's an epic adventure story about this young man in Viking times, visiting, traveling around the world, visiting monks, Spanish Moors, kings, clans, etc. It sounds really fun, just like a right proper adventure story. And last, a used book I picked up is Armadale by Wilkie Collins. So this is a sensation novel from the Victorian era, meaning that it is melodramatic and full of mystery and secrets. And this one purportedly features, quote, one of the most hardened female villains whose devices and desires have ever blackened fiction. Sounds like it's right up my alley. So there's a short haul for you. I hope you're having a great day. And remember, there's always another book.